Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's happening? We're here. It is Tuesday morning. We're having a great time. We're at the beach, and we are making sure that we're getting just a morning break. I know that feeling. It's a tough one. But bitches, good morning. Let's wake up. Let's get ready to parent. Let's get ready to be professional. Let's get ready to just do whatever we gotta do to have fun. All right, guys. We're here. Let's make sure we can pause that. Getting used to these media assets again can be definitely difficult, but it's all good now. Um, we're here. Good morning, guys. This is man, I gotta be honest. We're at the beach right now. We're over in uh intro should be done now. Let me know if you still can't hear me. Um, but on the beach. So oh guys, the beaches feel like it's been such a blessing for us just to kind of be here and um, take a break. I feel like I've been kind of pumping so much workout across the past couple months, especially with the change of jobs with my wife, and then we had summer coming up, and just with the kids getting older too. So I think one thing in particular has definitely been tough. Um, has been, well, I want to say tough. Let me take that back. But I want you guys to think about this. Chat, let me know. It's got David here, got Iron Man, got MP. MP, I really wish I would love to hear a good breakdown of what the fun run, the mud run, how it was and how you guys really enjoyed it. That'd be good. We got Jason here, Brofit. We got Brofit in here as well. Brofit, what's our workout for today? I want to know what's happening. Uh this morning I got up, Brofit, and I have a goal every morning, every day, 24 push-ups. It's a minimum. 24 push-ups at least, and then we have 96 push-ups at most. That's my goal. So I have a good running. I think we're approaching around at least I think it's like 1700 for the month. So it's definitely been pretty good, but that's been my goal. But let me know what we got, what's on deck for the workout for today, Brofit. Um uh beach, beach. Getting excited, the kids having it's just been a busy few months. And so one thing in particular, why the beach is so nice is because it is helping my kids, I think, see me have more fun, which is good. Right. So I think just kind of hopping onto the beach and kind of running around. But more importantly, I know here in we're again in Rehoboth over in Delaware, and they have like a really nice, like very, very family oriented little boardwalk here, and it's good. It definitely would be small compared to other boardwalks. If anyone else, I don't know, West Coast, uh, Gulf Coast. Are there any other boardwalks that I just don't know about? I'm sure there's like there's always boardwalks, right? But boardwalks with games and rides and stuff like that. And so I think it's been fun. And I'll bring up one thing that, is so much like it's me. I love doing it because it's the competitive side. But I think that the one thing, again, being so busy and so focused with so many things across the past couple months, I think it's great for my kids to see me having fun because the worst thing in life that I don't want them to ever see is kind of me just always trying to work or be really just stressed, even if I'm not working. They're like, I don't know if he's even doing anything. But he just always looks stressed, and I don't want that. And I was listening to I have a few different like. Do you guys have any podcasts that you definitely like? Do you have maybe there's a specific podcast that you listen to, or maybe there's like a few genres. I don't know. I definitely have my like health and nutrition podcasts. I have some health and nutrition that I kind of listen into to kind of hear like what like Gen Pop is kind of listening to. So like the Huberman, Peter Attia stuff, and kind of like what's selling, right? Like what is maybe has some evidence behind it, but it's really there to kind of make money. But I have a few of mine, like, a great one I love is the Docs Who Lift podcast. Some great doctors on there. Man, one of the hosts is extremely annoying, and that could be me here too. But I love hearing like extremely evidence-based, like the boring stuff. You got to hear the boring stuff to kind of know what's actually working for people. But the stuff that tends not to sell. But I definitely have those genres, and I have like my business ones, and I have my parenting ones. But I was listening to a business podcast. If anyone's familiar, he's very much like you listen, they're selling their courses and stuff like that. But Chris Harder and his wife Lori Harder, they have a podcast, and it's usually really good. Like if you really listen, if you can put aside that they're directly selling to you, like courses and all this kind of stuff too. They really have some good. They have good topics. They have good information. They have good guests. Um, one of those like got to change your mindset, money mindset, growth mindset kind of stuff too. But some of the topics are very salient and they're good. But anyway, why I'm saying this is because they had a guy on recently, a very successful businessman, of course, and they were talking about how they were talking about like the money and wealth treadmill, how it's just like it never ends, like business never ends. This guy, he ended up having a cancer diagnosis. Now, this guy said something which I loved. They were talking about money, and a lot of times, like they do talk about money, and like I'm definitely not in these higher ends, these higher levels of income, and so this guy is kind of talking about going through his cancer diagnosis and the role of money in their life, and going through cancer diagnosis, but then not being able to afford certain things, and how he couldn't really imagine not having money and options. Right? People say that money, the most important thing is that it gives you options in life, but um, you know they're definitely speaking in a way. I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna land with like just most regular people. But one thing I did like that he said is that like life and money, it's kind of like a paintbrush, right? It's like the money won't buy you happiness, right? As cliche as that is. But he was definitely saying the idea of like, like you can have all the money in the world, but money is like the paintbrush. Like you have to live your life. You have to make sure that how to put that money to work. And one thing in particular, along with this like this money making wealth treadmill, it's like because it's not a good thing, it's like you're always on it, it's always going, you have to make sure that you um know when to get off it. He said that his son, this is kind of a cliche story too, but his son came home from school. I think his son's like 6 or something now. His son came home from school and said, "Dad, I painted a picture of you," and the picture is him at a desk with phones and things in his ears, and he's doing business, right? So he was like, "Oh, that's what my son sees me." It's like, okay, can't have that, right? And so this story I thought was just really salient in my mind about, having spent so many months kind of like really trying to kind of pound the pavement with a few things in business and all that kind of stuff too. And now being at the beach and like, I love claw machines. I don't know. Claw machines, as horrible as they are, it's just like, I just love the claw machines. Like it's the thing. It's just so fun. So, it's so my kids and I, like we're always connecting on that. We're always connecting on like these games, and it was really nice because yesterday I was able to, like, both my girls, like they wanted to be at the beach different times, they wanted to go hang out with dad at different times. So I did my usual walk in the morning, and then one of my daughters was like she just didn't want to go to the beach yet, and I was like, well, I'm a little bit burnt, so like let me give me some time, let's go to the boardwalk. And so we just spent like the morning together for like 2 hours, and that was really fun. And we won some things in like the claw machines, but like that was me as having fun, and like I just, it's so good. And so they're seeing me enjoying that, and that was so important because if they don't, what is dad's just this highly stressed individual that's always trying to kind of give them some sort of task and stay on schedule and do this and that. So the beach is, it's like it's such an environment thing. It's pushing me into that environment where now they can kind of see that fun. And then my girls kind of wanted to switch. One wanted to not be on the beach, one wanted to be. So I took, I didn't really care to be on the beach, so took her, and we went, and I made sure we had like lunch. It's more of like a grown up like daddy daughter date kind of thing. And we got we did like a restaurant like overlooking the beach and everything. I thought that was really special kind of time. But um I'm glad that these moments, and we have to plan these moments too, like the beach, like we are forced to kind of be here. So all that's definitely important. And I think that just them seeing that, I think, is a good thing. If we aren't showing our kids how to have fun, it's an issue. Um, What do we got going on in chat here? We got the couch happening again. We got MP. We got Iron Man. Iron Man. I don't think I've been plugged in enough every single morning to remember exactly where you're coming from. Give me a oh, well, I love this. I love you talking about Comic Con over here. I'm debating whether to bring my one of my oldest daughters to Comic Con because I'm not really going to Comic Con like I am. I'm going there for like B friend stuff. And I also, yeah, so I'm debating whether to go, but it could be kind of fun. Um, but the Comic Con I think should definitely be should be good. I'll probably be there Thursday, Friday. I have to bring DJ Kaufman one of my sketch books for him to draw. Uh, I I have the sketch book for episodes. What's episode? It's not episode, not session. What am I talking about here? The issue number two, number three. So he has to draw those out for me. So I'm gonna do it. I don't like care for Gary's art. I'm like, wow. So give me the actual artists. Um, oh, you're signing up for another run, MP. Which fun run, which mud run are you signed up for right now? If it's closer, I might have to think about making sure I can definitely do it. Tide runs are the best cardio. Tide run doing Navy, like doing like SEALs work. My goodness, that'd be fun though. I'd be so down. There's, I honestly think I would have been the best military person. I thrive on structure. Like yeah. So I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, I just should have been in the military. That's how I think about it. But we got, I guess we're talking about podcasts. We got Rogan, Sean Ryan. Who is Sean Ryan? I feel like that name sounds familiar. Iron Man. I forget what that is. Crystal, good morning. Good to see you. Alex Hormozy. Yeah, I like Alex Hormozy and then his wife too, right? What's his wife's name? I forget his wife's name, right? She has her own show, I believe, too. Alex Hormozy. I listen to him. Sometimes I feel like I'm a little bit there's something about him that I have to connect better with. And that's not a judgment, it's a me thing. But I do appreciate his story. I think it's always good. Um, and so I do enjoy him. I think sometimes I can't connect with how he got to where he is. Sometimes it sounds as if I don't think it's right for me to say it happened by accident for him by any means. But I would definitely love to. I'd have to spend more time listening to him and kind of maybe like seeing some of his like his own personal philosophies along with his business strategies and stuff like that too. So that we get. We got bees. Oh, bees. Good morning. Bees gave me an awesome gnome gift. Chicago, that was awesome too. So thanks. Lefties. What's this? Got to check out Lefties. It's a little north. Oh, okay. Left. Oh, but it's got a bowling alley, axe throwing games. So I keep thinking about like moving somewhere down here, and it's like not as much to like a second home kind of thing. Just like I would move my family down here, but I think like Lewis is definitely a place that I have to go check out because I think that's like the place is a little bit cheaper because it's definitely expensive in some of these areas over here. So it's definitely good. Dad, it's not. Oh, Dad, it's not. Sorry, man. Yes. Needed that. Thanks for that reminder. Yes. Do we have a new mural? Did you get a new mural up recently? I want to know. Let me know about that. Boys Sunday come. You are bringing your boys, MP. Okay, interesting. I might have to think about that. I don't know. Ugh, I guess it's school too, so I can't like force them at school. Ugh, we'll see what's going on. I do have two Gary Golden bees though, and so I found them, and I only registered one. I have to register the other one. I don't even know when they're going to choose people. So to see, I have to do it. Man, okay. Dad, that's not that bad. You're an ex-SEAL and CIA. Wait, is that you? Are you an ex-SEAL CIA contractor? That's crazy. Um, no murals right now. Okay. Um, oh, the Zion case. That's awesome. So Bees, great to see you too, Bees. Bees, how is Boston? Are you traveling? I feel like you're traveling all the time. Um, what's up, Sloan? The iPad? I don't know. I have my iPad. Look in the gold bag. See if mommy knows what the gold bag is. Um, that's good. Okay, so um, I think where. I just want to make sure this is a good reminder. I should have asked Sloan about having fun because I think it's definitely like there's definitely a different dad, right? The different dad at the beach than at home. And I think that I think how we show joy, how we show fun is all part of that like mental well-being. I just don't want my kids to not know how to live life. That's like a little bit of a fear of mine. I think as I get older, I even fear that more. It's like, do my kids believe it's like I'm gonna grow up as a kid, go through school, get a job, and then repeat this cycle? And it's just not what I want them to think and feel. Does that resonate? Does anyone else feel? Is that a fear that anyone has? Combat search and rescue. My goodness. My goodness. Oh, got it. Sean Ryan is. I'll check it out. I'll have to see. The best, I know I'm going off on these tangents. The best teacher I've ever had in my life. The best teacher, and it's still tonight. I have to do this. Someone hold me accountable to this. I asked the chat to hold me accountable. Well, no, I think I asked Dom to hold me accountable to this, and he didn't. I need to find out the name of this teacher. The best teacher I ever had. He was ex-Navy. He was a he was a Navy diver, and specifically he would what's the word what's the word here? Discover, disarm um bombs like on ships. That was like his thing. But this guy, he taught biology. And it was like in a moment of my life where I was trying to kind of I got kicked out of my first college because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So I was like playing soccer on a team I didn't like. And then I heard my friends going like they were basically they were in frats that at that point. And I was like, but that sounds more fun than what I'm doing. And so alcohol everywhere, whatever, three strikes kind of thing. Third strike was dumb. They found a Kahlua bottle of my roommates in our room. It was stupid. Third strike out. But really, I didn't even like being there. And that was a good thing. It was a good thing for me to get pushed out, kind of a little wake up call too. Um, but it was a time where like I went into business. I didn't even know. My dad was like, go into business. That's where money is. And I was like, okay, got it. I'll go into business. And I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing in college. I shouldn't have been allowed to go to college until someone was like, let's check off 10 things in life that we know that you understand. Um, and at that moment, I got kicked out of school. I knew I was like, okay, I can't rush back into school, right? And I went to my county school, which is like a really good county school within like the country. Um, and I was like, I just like science. I've always liked science, right? And so I went into biology basically, and one of my biology courses. It was like a general biology thing too. One of the best teachers, this guy, ex-Navy diver, just like was very articulate but fun and like knew, when someone like just this is like comedians are this way too. Comedians just know what their audience is thinking. So like they'll kind of present a topic, but then touch on all those things that they know the human mind is going to end up thinking about or ask questions about. And so this guy like just knew this. He was great. And he was like animated and like run around the room. So like when he was talking about how like the cells would open up and accept certain like hormones or whatever, like nutrients, he'd run around like opening the doors of these cabinets, like just like the best guy. And so I have to go back. I have to look into my transcripts and find his name because I would totally reach out to him and say, "You inspired me to love science more than I thought I could." And so now when I ever think of like ex-Navy people, I think of these like smart, very just very intelligent, very good teachers is what I think about. So anyway, good. Right back there for a second. Um, A Black Hawk driver. You know what? Here is a little unknown thing. You guys seen Black Hawk Down? Jason, are you in the chat still? Black Hawk Down. Remember the movie? Thumbs up. Give me thumbs up if you remember that. Black Hawk Down movie. Oh, man, I'm so bad right now. So I guess it was Iraq, right? Iraq, Afghanistan, Black Hawk, the helicopter went down, they had to fight their way out, whatever. Either the pilot or one of the first guys that died, he was from our hometown. And that was like a big thing for us. Long Valley, New Jersey. Small little like, well, not small, it's a very large town, but just small population. But a lot of, he was from that. And so because it's a true story. And so there's those interviews that were being had, and you can kind of go back and look at those. That was always interesting to me. Um, the Okay, hold on, gotta get back here, guys. you let me go off on this tangent. I blame you all. But the idea of teacher, Navy, school, kids. We're gonna come back to this. Anyway, my kids making sure that we kind of see kind of us being joyful, having fun, I think is just so incredibly important. Um, David, I will blame you. The best conversations are on tangents. David, are you get just you can give me a thumbs up. Are you coming on tomorrow? I think Jason texted and said that you're coming on tomorrow. If you can, you don't have to. Um, but you can definitely be there. I have the time this week to be on if I definitely need to, which is definitely good. Oh, but let me come back to this because I know that we're like, I know it's time is it 3 minutes till, but we're only like 23 minutes in. Uh, and I have time right now, so it's fine. My goal today, I got my walk in, half of my workout done, most of my stuff. I have to do two business things, and then I was gonna go find a disc golf course here and do at least like 9 holes of that. What does disc golf sound like to you guys? Is that excuse the terminology? Does that sound like I'm a dork? Does that sound like I'm a nerd if I'm doing disc golf? I think disc golf is incredibly fun, first of all, but I also think that it is I don't enjoy golf myself. MP, I'm sorry, I know you do. MP is in the golf course, what, at least once a week? Can I say that? If not twice a week, MP? You can correct me if I'm wrong. Uh I just love disc golf. I just do. I think there's a little bit of a nostalgic thing because like my dad was someone who was always like really good at just like I'm gonna say bar games, but like my dad was like good with like the frisbee thing or just like throwing spirals, playing pool, darts. Like he just could do it all, you know. And so I think there's a little bit of me that's like, okay, I can spend time by myself, or I'm gonna see my brother-in-laws once they want to go because we went 2 years, 3 years ago, and that was definitely fun. But it's like the desert over here, so it's definitely hot. But I love disc golf. I think it's so awesome. Um, I think it's a good time. So thank you so much. At least you got people in there. Disc golf twice while on vacation. Oh yeah, you were in Norway doing it. Brofit, we got to go to Norway. Uh, Having fun with our kids. I'm gonna keep bouncing back and forth. You're just gonna have to deal with this, guys. I'm so sorry. Um, oh, I'm gonna come back to the thing on the boardwalk, the thing I like to do, and then I want to. This is a good question. This is a good question, guys. I love this question. I'm gonna come to it in a minute, and I thought it was good. I presented it to the family, and I thought it was a hit. And it helped me. I liked it. It's what I like. But I think it's all about just making sure that my kids right now at the beach do see me. This is because they're going to play right into it. But the idea of just making sure that we're not in life, I think just. I was trying to write down notes before, so I'm trying to look at how I put this because I was on my walk writing these things down. But like that message that we are sending our kids, like, are we trading joy just for stress every day? That was my thought. I don't know if I love it right now. I wanna make sure that my kids don't associate life with needing to be so if this might it's I don't know if this is the word I want, so compartmentalized between like, okay, we have a vacation and fun, and then we have work and it's stress. I'm not as good at that. I'm not as good with like finding those joyful moments every single time. One time when I was feel like I was really good into it. And guys, give me some thoughts on this because we were doing really well. We would have our 7 o'clock game time. We'd have dinner, 7 o'clock game time, and during game time we'd do dessert. It was like pre-bedtime routine. But now my daughter, who's only, she's gonna be 9 come December, very friend focused. And so game time kind of became the time where she kind of runs out. We live in an apartment building, so she can go see all of her friends, which is great. Love it that she gets to do that. But it does take her away. We have less of that time together as a family because she just wants to go be like see her friends like downstairs, whatever. And so it's kind of makes me sad, but I don't want to intrude on her development of what she wants. So, um, that was my way of having fun at the end of the day with her, and kind of like, it's like there's some rules involved and we can learn something while also having fun with the new board game, and all that kind of stuff too. So that, I feel like, was like our built-in way of making sure that we had fun every single day. But now it's less of that. Not that she doesn't want to be with her parents or be with me or play a game, but it's more the fact that she just wants to be with her friends more, right? So I've been thinking about, should I invite her friends in to play too and make it that kind of thing. I just don't want to be too, I don't want to dictate this too much for her. But the beach right now is great for them to end up seeing us having fun that way. But I would like to make sure that I'm kind of meshing in the joy, the fun, game time a little bit more with these like stressful moments. And so it's a tough one. David says, Ryan, get ready. Friends will rule with daughters. Will they? Is it just daughters? I can see it. I can see it already. And I almost see, because my wife is very, very social. I'm less social. I like I like my solitude. I need my solitude. If I don't have my solitude, I'm just not there. I'm not there mentally. I need my solitude. And then I can give a solid like 2 to 3 hours. If I have my solitude, I'm there, I'm in the moment. If I don't, my thoughts aren't organized. I'm living kind of outside of my head, or in my head, whatever you want to think about it. So those things can definitely be hard. So I just want to, so David, when you're saying that it's going to be more of a girls thing, is it? Is it anything else? What's CPI? CPI, maybe I will have to, oh, this is something different. Um, what is this profit? Let's see. Background: raising daughters is the guy. I spent an immense amount of the house with someone else's daughter. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I want to make sure that I tread lightly in this area. Lifestyle cheat. Guys, this is the first advertisement for Brofit's Lifestyle Retreat 2026 in Norway. Brofit, Brofit is going to be planning a lifestyle trip to Norway to show people, help people understand how to live simple, how life makes health, mindset, and overall joy more complicated than it needs to be. And it's in Norway. We're going to Norway 2026. It's going to be there. So everybody get ready. Put some money aside. It's going to happen. Um, I don't know the details, but it'll be more fun as it comes out. But yeah, I'll think about that. All right, wait, hold on. I'm gonna come back to this. I know we're coming up to 30 minutes at this moment, but guys, listen, this is a question for all of you, and I want you to think about it. If you can put this down in the chat in a second, if your life depended on it and you're going up to a boardwalk game. Now, if no one really knows, if there's anyone here that doesn't know what a boardwalk game is, I think you do. It could be a state fair, county fair kind of game, right? But on the boardwalk, there's games, right? There could be there is going to be like the frog bog game, where you put like the little frog thing on, you hit the mallet, you hit the little thing with the mallet and it kind of flips up. You got to get in the lily pad. You can have the one where like you just throw the dart and pop the balloon. You can have the horse game where you like roll the ball. You guys know what I'm talking about, where you take the ball, you roll it, and then you got to get it in some of the holes up top, and then if it gets in some of the holes, it moves the horse across. You got to be the one to kind of move it faster. It could be skee ball. It could be what's another one? Uh, what's the game with the mallet and then the mole thing, right? The moles, you kind of hit it with the mallet on that. Any of them, right? Boardwalk games. Get your head there for a second. Just picture horse races. That could be one too. But if your life depended on it, and you had to challenge someone, let's call this person Death to make it interesting. You had to challenge someone, your life depended on it. Which boardwalk game are you going to win? Whack-a-mole. Thank you so much. Which boardwalk game are you going to challenge Death to and say, I got this? Best 2 out of 3, whatever it's going to be. Now, Boardwalk Olympics. I think if a family is at the beach, Boardwalk Olympics is the best thing. Now, this is how it goes down. You can choose, you can figure out Really, the bottles of the rings? Are you putting your life on the bottle with the rings game? Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Only because I think it's not skill based enough. I think it's more luck. So I this is so interesting to me. But I think that like family members should go to the beach with these boardwalk games, and everyone should have the game, their game, the game that they know that they can end up beating anybody at. And then if there is somebody that wants to take that person down, kind of like in Black Panther. If you want to battle someone and you want to own that game, well, you now have to challenge them. But here are the two rules. Is number one, you have to step up and challenge them. Obviously, that's going to be there. You also have to pay for the game, right? Because you have to pay for most of them here anyway. So you have to be the one to pay. Okay, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to beat you. You think you own the ring toss game? I can't believe you're choosing that one. It's crazy to me. Um, and so the ring toss game. See, I would never do that. I wouldn't challenge someone because I don't think I would be able to win that. But I so I would have to challenge you. You have to pay for it, and then it's best two out of three, and then you own that game, right? This has to be the case. What is your game? I want to know that now. Labubus? We're talking Labubus? My goodness, David, there's Labubus here. This was a thing. There's these places that have the Labubus and the Lafufus are they're different ones, right? And so they're on the wall and they're there and there's like 30 of them for $30. And people are asking me like, "Oh, are those real?" I'm like, "They can't be real. There's no way that they're going to sell those for $30 when they're selling online for 80, and there's no way they're going to have that many left. They're fake. They got to be fake, right?" Just alone, just that thought. And then like you can count the teeth apparently, right? Are we talking the same thing? I think we are, right? And so they're fake. They're all over the place. It's ridiculous what's going on. They are scary. All right, so we got games though. We got Iron Man wants some kind of gun game, right? That's what you want. Okay. The duck shooting. Oh wait, did you duck shoot? Is that real duck shooting? Is that what you're talking about? We're talking about like Nintendo. Battles with I can't believe that was your first one that you chose Iron Man. You chose Battles of Rings. Ugh, it's crazy to me. See, I would do if my life depends on it, like I'm really great at darts. I beat any of you, by the way. So never challenge me because you're gonna lose. But I would choose dart games with like the balloons. That's what I would do. I got that. I had a family member, they chose skee ball. Family member choose whack-a-mole, but I beat him. I said, I'm gonna challenge you right now. I called him up, I paid for it, I beat him. Never thought I'd do it, but I did it. I killed him. So we had that. We had skee ball. What was the other one? There are a few, but we're gonna have our family Olympics. I'm just gonna come out on top, just so everyone knows, because that's how competitive I am. But I want to know this. I want to know what your game is, your boardwalk game for now on, because I want to be able to challenge all of you, and it's how I'm gonna identify you. If someone tells me like for now on, forever, Iron Man, you will forever end up being the guy that thinks he's gonna beat me at the bottle cap game, bottle ring game, because that's crazy to me. So I can't believe it. Okay. Anyway, okay. All right, guys. I've bantered enough. Um, but this was good. Show your kids some joy. I'm taking this. I'm letting my environment speak for itself. Um, I'm letting my environment speak for itself. I'm letting my environment dictate how it's going to help me show joy to my kids. It's been fun, but it's a good reminder too. So we do it every year to kind of bring this joy into my kids' year in some kind of way, right? Dave and Buster's could be this if that's how we want to keep the same theme, but maybe it's a different way how we enjoy it. And I'm just thinking right now, Jason's not here this morning. I know Jason does a good job of this. Not only is he a kid at heart, and you can see it a lot of times, but I know like even with his family, they do Halloween, they dress up, they do like a theme family kind of thing. I think that they do a good job of showing their kids fun, him and his wife, Kristen. So it's like those kind of things. I'll be better at it. I will. So it'll be good. Um, from a morning routine now and won't miss a day. Um, yeah, man, of course. You guys have a great day too. All right. I'm gonna head out. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of disc golf for at least 9 holes. If not with my brother-in-laws, on my own. Again, I like solitude. Give me all of the solitude. Give it all to me. So I'm gonna head out. Guys, I hope you have an amazing morning. It's going to be a great day for you all. And until tomorrow, I think I can probably be here, which will be great. Jason's maybe gonna be here. Dom, it's gonna be in Hawaii, living it up. I see a butterfly outside along all of these amazing azalea trees. Beautiful here. But I'm gonna be out, guys. I love you. Be well. We'll talk tomorrow.